So, gotta make this a little bit smaller here. A little bit cleaning up of my room here. So right now I'm gonna so my live starting now. Just gonna real quick post my live in the Discord, and then we are ready to go. Gonna be here early today, since first off I don't have anything else to do, and second of all, I don't know, the volatility is already good, so I sat down here a little bit earlier, and the volatility was already decent here. You do see some good size hit here. So today might even be a day like where you could theoretically take a trade prior to the open, but we'll see. Like right now, let's chill a bit. Gonna post real quick my trading links in Discord. Yeah, but let's see. So okie dokie. So today I didn't write down my scenarios for the day, which I usually like to do. Oh shit. But it's fine, I guess. So we'll see how it goes. I did mention like I would love to short the 68s or 70s here. Like 70s would for me like be a good short here. But with everything considered, we gotta look at their whole Nvidia situation, stuff like this. It could just rip today as well. We also have a real lack of liquidity. Probably here, like this rip here higher was after hours yesterday. So this rip higher in the after hours yesterday was due to let's make this like make 5 minutes. So like yesterday, the rip higher here. So here, the rip higher here was after hours. So this was 2022 or something like this, 2010 here, and this basically happened. Like I wasn't here yesterday. I had some personal stuff to take care of, so I wasn't here, which is unfortunate. But so you did see the market, the regular trading hours close around here, and then I think like 10, like here, something like here, the Nvidia report came out, so the earnings report of Nvidia, and we just blasted. Okay, so like the Nvidia report was, they have very good earnings, like I think 26% or something like this expected. So the market just rallied, okay, and it actually rallied like into the close, like after hours. Like you never see it, like never is, it's never say never, but usually you don't see like in the after hours the market rally for 20 points. Okay, that's like just not what it does usually. But it did yesterday because mostly of Nvidia, because Nvidia is very high valued on the US. You know, it's a big company, and like you barely ever see a move like this on a big cap stock of earnings report. So yeah, it was huge. And then we opened. We opened even higher on the future market with a huge gap on the future market, which also barely ever happens. Okay, so like we still opened on a gap on the future market, but we tanked. Like obviously there was not much liquidity here. This was all in one push of the earnings, so we gave all these gains back. Okay, we came back down here, which obviously was kind of to be expected, because this move here, like I said, it was after hours. It was just based off Nvidia, like very low volume here, probably traded. I wasn't sitting down, but very obvious. Like also if it's a 1 minute candle shooting up like this, there can't be that much liquidity sitting here with this gap on the futures market, and we just gave it all back. Okay, also something you barely see, like a 20-point move down on the Asian session overnight, is also something like I really tend to very rarely happens. Okay, so then for the rest of the overnight session, so we gave this back, came back to the middle of this range, sold off a bit. And where did London start? So London started around here, so we sold off London hard. We came back like almost to the high again, then we sold off London again. Not quite as low, okay, we didn't quite take out the Asian low, but sold off hard. Recovered though, came up, retracement back to the middle of today's volume, like here you see point of control from today, rallied, and now we have a two-legged move here up. Okay, pretty much the same size of this leg. So now it's the question, like, are we stalling here? And this was two moves, and now maybe putting in a lower low. Then I would be looking to short around the 62 something. Like if we put in a lower low here, then possibly a good short opportunity here around 63, 64s. And then I consider this okay, two legs, maybe low, it's okay. But yeah, let's see. Like we could be putting in another leg as well, which would lead us, like if we see a small retracement here, this already retraced, put us back to almost 70. Like I think 70 is a good area to short in general. Like I do think we have this low note here from 2 days ago. Okay, so I do think like the 70 area is an interesting place to short. It would take out because we have here that the high here and the highs here. So I do think we have a lot of stops sitting here, okay, and here. So if we come up, like we could take out this stops, okay, grab some more liquidity up here, and maybe here is where people come in to absorb on the sell side with limit orders and take it back down. So 70 is for me the price where we want to go today, but we'll see. I do think we want to go to 70, and then we want to see what happens. Really, would make sense to me. Like would make sense for me to go to 70, and then see from there pretty much what's about to happen. Also for now, if we look on the DOM, we do have here low node at 64s. And we're kinda struggling here. And there are big sellers in play, so like you don't see this very often. Okay, so like big sellers like this, like in the pre-market. Now what you very often see, to be honest, like usually, especially all those. So you barely see this, like yeah. Now we do see some absorption here near the middle. Now we big selling here. Big selling coming through. More big selling, but buyers absorbing heavily here. Don't know, like really don't. Yeah, it really is. Just as and just basically just order flow scalping. Like usually scalp for like 10. So I have a fixed stop and take profit at 10 ticks each, but I barely ever take a full stop out. So I always try if the trade moves against me in like 4 ticks or so, I try to get a break even on it. And sometimes I add another contract if my trade is winning. So if it's going in my favor, sometimes I add another contract to have a run on just in case it goes. So I'm very discretionary with my entries and exits. So I barely ever like take the 10-10. Okay, so but it's just my standard set: take profit and stop loss. But I'm scalping. I'm usually as my average hold for a position is 1 minute, so I'm in and out very fast. Now it does look like we want to break out, so we had some absorption earlier here. Good absorption here in the 62s. Now we do see some big buyers step back in. I do think they want to take this higher. And usually I don't trade before the US Open. So usually for me it's like 3:30. Like when you watch my time here, this is European time. So I don't trade before 3:30 usually. Yeah. But today the liquidity is already and the volatility is already pretty good or pretty decent. So today I might take a trade prior to the open, but only if it's like really looking juicy. Because the thing is with my trading style, I do like to, if a trade goes against me, I try to either cut it immediately or just take a break even on it. And if there's no volatility, this becomes. So I have 3 different times and sales up here. I have this from Fatcat, so I've pretty much everything I've learned from Fatcat YouTube channel. So definitely check him out if you haven't already. So I have 3 different times and sales. Here's one for every lot. Okay, so this is one to every. This is unfiltered. Okay, so I see these are all market orders. Okay, see all market and sell orders, buy and sell orders coming in all the time. Then here I have everything filtered from 10 contracts above. Okay, so when one guy is dropping 10 lots or more at once, I see it here. And here I have 50 and above. Okay, so if someone is dropping 50 lots or more here, I see it here, market. Okay, this is all market, not limit. So it's very important to know this because these guys here, especially, so the big guys, I call them institutional tape. This is the institutional tape or the big tape or big sellers. When I say like, oh, big sellers, big buyers are stepping up, then I'm always talking about this tape in the middle here, okay? Because this tape is, in order to throw like 50, 60, 86, something like this, 82 lots, okay, market. So if in order to drop this size in one order market, you need to have a very big account, okay? And you are probably not a retail trader, you're either a bank, institution, whatever, okay? And they usually they work bigger orders and they need to fill them up, okay? So like they probably, if they're throwing in 60 lots at a time, they probably, their overall position size is, I'd say like between 500 and 1,000 contracts, okay? And this is the thing with those guys. So like if they're willing to throw in 60 or 50 lots here somewhere, okay, they probably have another 300-400 lots willing to buy them on the bid if the price comes back down, okay? So you have kind of a safety net. And they also like want to get out, okay, and don't want to be stuck in a losing trade. So if you see those big buyers buy and you buy on the same price or a little bit on a small pullback after they bought, usually even if the price goes against you, you still can get out for break even because the price most of the time comes at least one time back to the price where they hit, okay? So that's my most important thing I like to look at. Now you see lots of big sellers, for example, here. So this indicates to me this might be a top for now, okay? Because all this big selling, like people wouldn't sell that big market, okay, if they would think like we're gonna go higher here, because then they would just limit buy on the limit sell on the off, okay. But since they're dropping that aggressively, sell market orders, I do think like we gonna go lower here. So this is something I really always try to look at. And yeah. Now we did encounter some, if you look at this bell curve, this is a little oddly shaped bell curve here. I also like to look at these bell curves and they usually move from low node to low node, but this is not the best shape here. So, good morning, don't play. Hi, you're always here every day. Awesome to have you here. So we'll see. We had some very aggressive selling here near the lows in the 63s. So I do not really expect this to go much higher. Like we might see a bigger retracement for now. But anyways, I'm staying out for now. No, we did see some big buyers also like not willing to long this year. Like first because it's pre-market, don't like to trade the pre-market. And secondly, we had all these big sellers into the 63s, 62s. And I don't really think they're all wrong here. They did get absorbed, so okay, maybe they're stuck. Why is my internet so bad? Somehow my OBS is connecting and disconnecting all the time. Sorry for that. I don't really trust this breakout. So this is, for example, a breakout I don't really trust. Because we didn't see it like really rip. Okay, just a couple takes, fall back down. Like this doesn't look good. And also in addition with that, we had the big selling here near the lows. So for me, this might more be somewhat of a liquidity grab here than an actual breakout. But who knows? Like I don't trust this breakout here. I do think this is gonna fall back in. I do think this was a false breakout, like just 2 ticks above. We didn't have follow through. We didn't have absorption here on the highs. Okay, like it didn't pop. So for me, this was a false breakout for now. Don't trust this. Not looking to enter long here. I do not think this was real. I think they took out some stops here and got some buyers stuck at the highs. So for me, we're kind of rolling over here. I do think like we can get a small correction here, at least into the 61s, 75s or 62s, like the bottom of this bell curve here. I do not think this gonna go much higher here really. We see too much big selling here near the top. We see no follow through, some liquidity sitting here. This is, although this is like not a real sign. If you see like only one price where liquidity sits, it's usually not a good sign to short here, because most of the time this just gets taken or pulled. Okay, once price gets there. If you want to go off liquidity sitting on the order book, you want it to spread across multiple levels. Okay, like you have 36, and then here 136, here 136, here 136. Then I would be trusting this more. Okay, this I don't trust this to hold. Like this is probably gonna get taken now. For now it's holding, but I don't trust this. So like this, I do think this is gonna be taken and probably even pulled once we trade. Yeah, see, now it pulled. See how all these contracts pulled? It just pulled here. Didn't get traded. Now we do see some more selling coming in, but the selling getting absorbed on the bid. So this is starting to look a little bit more bullish right now. More absorption here on the bid. No big selling anymore. Like if you notice, like this selling here this is only small selling, big buying and small selling and a strong bid. So now I might consider taking this long. Okay. Actually, I'm thinking now about taking this long here. Not sure though if I want to in the pre-market really, but and this is looking good for a long so far, like of 65 for me at least. Now more bid here. The bid is taking this, like really taking it here. Seller can't really push it down. Seller having a hard time getting through the bid here. And it's also just mid-size and small sellers on top of that. Now buyers come back in. Offer strong here though too now. Now offer strong too. But the difference is the offers. The offers like how should I say it? Like the offers is strong, but they are getting hit by big buyers. So okay, bid is getting weaker here. The offer's very strong now, taking a lot here. It's just chopping around here. No clear direction yet, really. Like Market hasn't really made up his mind here, in my opinion. Now we do see some big sellers finally step in, but they're struggling here again. Like, they did come in, but it went immediately back up. So now it's struggling. It's really struggling to hold up here. The offer's strong here. The offer's very strong. Like now we're going down here. Possible entry here around 63.75 if we get back up there. But might not, might just fall here. 61.75 here is kind of a key area here. It's the low node of this big bell curve here. So if this breaks, probably next stop is 57s with a small stop at 60, but this looks like it wants to hold for now. So we have 15 more minutes till the open. Like 63, like got tagged here hard. Big selling here. For me, really, it's about the 61.75. As long as this is not broken, like it's hard. No, it's broken. Yeah, no, we're shorty. Now I do think this is getting short here. They are absorbing though heavily, like really. Lot of a strong bid, very strong bid here, one tick below. I don't really consider 61.75 broken yet, to be honest. Like, it was just by one tick and we got some strong absorption here. So this is not broken. In order to break, we need to see drip, okay, a little bit, like more than one tick at least. So for now, this is not broken here. Possible short though at 63.75 here in case we pull back. Because if we do, like, even if you're wrong here, and it shoots through, it should pull back to at least 64-ish. Okay, so we could get out for a 2-tick loser here if we're wrong. Don't like how aggressive this moves up though. Not really liking to short here now. Did get rejected well here. So like 63.75 is still, I'd say, an interesting place to short. If we move up slowly and see some continuous limit selling. If it just blasts up, like, obviously don't take it short here, but we do have such a strong, and look at this size here, like they are defending the 61s here. Now the 61.75s got held. Like earlier we had the absorption one tick below at 61.75, 61.50 here, where we had lots of contract absorbed, like I think 400 contracts or so, which is a log for pre-market. Now it got absorbed 75. Now what happens here again? We're again here now. We're hovering around long here. So if this doesn't break soon, my buyers would switch long. Because if this doesn't break soon here, we have a lot of people stuck here selling the lows, okay? And what happens is if you have a lot of people stuck here with short positions, now it broke. Now you could consider shorting this here. I'm really thinking now. Kinda hesitant here, to be honest. Still more short bias right now, especially if we can't break above 61.75 here. I don't like the 100 lot buy order here. I really don't. So if we didn't have this 100 lot buy order here, I'd probably just short. Do we have a strong offer here? No more heavy buying. But the heavy buying isn't doing shit. Like, we're holding a below 61.75 here, really. Now the bid is stepping up here. Are we struggling here in the 61.75s here? Really struggling. And now we see more big selling come in here. So what about the 60s? Like, I'm a little bit hesitant today, not gonna lie. It is pre-market though, so like, yeah. I hope this doesn't translate into the actual market today. But we'll see. And buying coming back in here. Where would it make sense to stop? Like, let's look at the 4,000 tick chart. We could stop at the 57s here, 57.50. Like, would make sense here to put in a stop around 57. Yeah, here. So no, like, big buyers here. Now the question is, do they want to hold the 60s here and run it back up? Already falling back down, and probably the next stop is the 58s here, really. And here we have some very low volume skipped prices. This was like from the initial push. Okay, so like, we were pretty much blasting through this here. No volume traded here. Now it's still looking bearish though. You could also like look at this as one bell curve theoretically, okay. So at this point, this came through the middle of it, so it's probably gonna come to the low of it. So very good target here, 39s, 38, 25s here. But we do have here another low node at 60. So it's a very awkwardly shaped bell curve. That's also why I don't like the pre-market so much, because in a pre-market, so when you look at those bell curves, I mean, this is decent, I guess. But if you look at this bell curve, it has so much additional bell curves into it, so it's very hard and tricky to play. So for my style of trading, so I like it more when it's beautiful round bell curve. That's like ideal for my trading style. That's interesting. Now we did see some huge seller come in, but price went up. Okay, so that's getting me interested here in a possible long. We do have 8 more minutes till the open. The thing is, what I don't want to have or happen here really, it's like starting the day in red. Okay, so once the market opens, I don't want to start the day in red, like really. Because I trade worse when I'm in red than when I'm in green. But I've noticed, I mean, doesn't make much sense. You should always be able to trade the same. But for me, what I've noticed, especially looking at my stats and trading footage and recording, I do trade a lot better when I'm in the green for the day than when I'm in the red. So I make better decisions, stuff like this. So I really don't want to start the day down. That's why usually I take also profit on my first trade of the day, sometimes a little bit early, which isn't good. Like, don't do that. Like, take that profit when you should take that profit. Don't take it early just because you want to be green. You should never trade your P&L. But just for me personally, since I'm not only looking for a couple trades here or there, like I'm more scalping a lot of trades each day. So it's just better to get in green and then just trade the day with a good mindset. So now we came back down here. So that's what I expected, kind of. So like looking at this big bear curve. So we do want to see it come down here now. Now can it hold above this low nodes here at 57? That's the real question. We do see lots of heavy selling. So this usually indicates that we're not at the bottom yet, okay? You don't like to see so big sellers, that big of sellers like hit at the bottom of a bell curve when you're looking for a reversal, okay? Should at least test it one more time to give these big sellers an opportunity to either get out or to push it below. So I'm very closely looking on the bid now. Do these big sellers want to get out? I mean, they did hit various prices here. So, but now, do they want to get out on the bid here? Do we see an extremely strong bid or way too strong bid here? And are they just getting out of the position? Or are they still hitting and trying to push it lower? We do see a strong bid here, but also a strong offer. So that's not the best sign here if you want a long. Having that strong of an offer near the low, probably don't want to have this when you're looking for a long. So I wouldn't be longing here yet either. I wouldn't like to short this low either. Like, could come back to 61 without a problem. So 61.50. Now we did see finally some bigger buyers come in. Now you could consider longing this here. You have some bigger buyers. You had a strong bid. Now more big buyers. Thinking about longing this year. Now even a bit more, stepping up more here.
Order submitted.
I'm longing this.
Order submitted.
Longed it a little bit higher than I wanted to actually. I don't like this big selling here, but they did get absorbed here, so we did have some. They broke it. Still waiting a bit patiently here, but nah, fuck. Probably should pull this here.
Order filled.
Shit. Bad trade here. So much to that. Shouldn't have stayed out. Should have stayed out here really. Yeah, 59, 50. It's fine, I guess. Should have just pulled it earlier, to be honest. Wasn't executed well. Or was it? Was a little bit chased also. Now it goes, obviously. I took out.
Order submitted. Order cancelled. Order submitted.
Still like this long here. Same long like earlier.
Order cancelled.
Still like this trade to the long side. It's based off everything that was happened earlier as well. Unfortunately, I got stopped out here. Just right at the low, like really right at the low. Like that sucks. That sucks balls here. What can you do? Long in this here on 60. It makes me kind of mad now, like really mad. I was right of this trade, just the stop loss was too tight. We do have the market opening. Do you see lots of selling here? Can we hold the 57s here? Still aggressive selling through them, yeah. Does look like it just wants to sell off here. Honestly, why can we stop? Like market is just tanking at this point. Don't want to go against this trend here and long it. Don't want to jump in short either. Because where do you really realistically put your stop here? Now you finally see some buying come back in here. Now we double bottoms here. Rotating here, 39s to 37s. Can we blow out 50 now? No, we can't. This could have been a bottom tick here. My question here remains, do we want to go lower here? Seems like we do. Seems for now like we do want to get lower here. Lots of big selling pressure here. But the bid is getting stronger a little bit. Watching this closely here. Now we finally put in long in here. I do think this could rip here. Needs to go now though. Trying to get out for break even here. Out for break even. And the reason I entered is because of I saw the bid getting finally a bit stronger and some stronger limit buying is market buying as well, but yeah, it just seems like it just wasn't enough here. Seems like now we're going. Starts to roll over again here. Gotta be careful with my next entry. Next stop probably 40 if we drop here. Here probably 40.75 or something. If we can't hold this. I can't. Do like to get short in here. Willing to risk 2 contracts on that. I do see the next stop being 40, like 41 is for me, I guess. Yep, good one. Okay, back to break even here. Would have loved to get in filled on both contracts here to have one runner, just in case this goes. But it's fine, I guess. Like, yeah, it's fine. Like, back to pretty much break even here on the day. We did get back. We did get to 40. Just like the next leg was like 40 is like kind of a pivot point today, I think. So I do expect some retracement here off of 40, to be honest. Unless we just tank. Jesus, if you look on the 5-minute, it's brutal. Brutal. If you just look on the 5-minute on the day, this is just relentless. That's also some. Would love to have been filled on the second contract here as well. Like I think it didn't fill me by like 1 tick or so, which is fine. Like not gonna sit here and complain. Still profitable, but now we see some volume build here. It just makes sense to have some sort of retracement here off of 40. I guess. Or maybe not. I don't know. Let's see. We do see some strong buying here, but it's getting absorbed. So like we saw 1,000 contracts here traded. Everything got absorbed by the offer. But a lot of buyer interested. Now big seller stepping back in. I do think they want to push this down another leg. Maybe take out the overnight low. Just a volume building here. I mean, at least to 45. I do expect, honestly, like here, retracement back to at least 45. Now it seems like we're getting it. 42.50 seems to hold for now. Now here at 45 is the question what happens. Like probably here's gonna be big sellers come back in. 45. Probably have one more shot here to break it, but maybe. We do see some aggressive buying here near the low highs, so this could break. So don't get me wrong, this could break here. No. Now the bid is kind of falling in here. Also, it just top ticked here by one tick, so could have been fast on the trigger here, shot here. Fine, I guess. Coming back up here, 45s here. Can we break it this time? That's not a top tick here. Strong limit buying though, near the highs. Strong limit buying near the highs. It does look like it wants to break. The thing that scares me taking this break, and why I'm not, is like because it just top ticks by 1 or 2 ticks and it has no follow through. Like I don't like to take breakouts when a price just once it breaks, it just breaks by 1 tick or 2. Like it should at least like on the pop like 3-4 ticks, you know, and then see immediately follow through, like see immediately the building up, see immediately continuous buying, but not have it fall back in. Like each time it breaks by 1 tick, see it fall back in, breaks by 1 tick, fall it back in. It's not what I like to see on a break. Now we did see some heavier selling here as well. Thinking about, I'm starting to think about shorting this here near the highs. Now I see some big buying, so I'm kind of hesitant again to short it. Oh, it's popping now on volume. That's what I like to see in a breakout. That's actually what I like to see when something breaks. Trying to get in on the long here. This is what I like to see in a breakout here, to be honest. But I need to see some follow through here. Yes. Just like this. Why do I take this trade off? Jesus fucking Christ. This just went to target 1 second later. Jeez. I should be adding here, not taking profit. What in the world was I thinking? Like, what was I thinking here? Like, really, like... Like, this was exactly what I wanted to see on the break. So, fuck, my profit taking here was awful, obviously. Happens. Now I'm catching myself being a little bit emotional here. So I'm gonna take a 5-minute break from trading, just observing the market. It's one of my weekly goals and rules. So like once I get emotional, I should take a 5-minute break and just watch. No trade taken for 5 minutes. So when we're at 45, so my next trade's not gonna be before 50, just because I got emotional here. Like the profit taking was awful. Like it was perfect trade, perfect setup. I was patient. I took it on the break, on volume, on a spike, on the retest, like perfect entry. It went for in my favor, and I took profit. Just took profit without any reason. Like really, like I should have let this at least get to my target. Maybe even add on this pullback where I took profit. So yeah, some small execution errors here happens obviously, like but it's fine. I guess it's fine. I'm up for the day. I'm green for the day. Right now, taking my 5-minute break here, which is important. Like heavier rules. Now we do see some big selling here on the tape. But it can't get through 45, so. Pretty hard rejection off of 45. So the 45.50 would have been also like an interesting long here, to be honest. Let's see what happens now. Yeah, now we're in this bell curve here. We're probably gonna come up to 50 at least one more time here. Maybe even break it. Yeah, Jesus. Now big volume come back in. Now we're probably gonna break 50 here. Looks at least like we do. All this big buying in the 49s here. Okay, we see some absorption here near the highs on the bid. Now we have it fall back in, but this is on low volume, so no big sellers here. Just pulling on the bid and mid-size, a lot of mid-size. Okay, so some bigger sellers, but not as big. Okay, so still it falls back in pretty fast here. Could consider this as a 50 double top, so we ticked up to 50 a second time. So now the question remains, what happens at 45 again? So we're gonna get back down to 45 here. Can we hold it or do we fall through? Ooh, we fell through hard. Fell through hard through 45 here. The offer strong here, absorbing. Well, this was a huge block drop through 35. Okay, so like he really, there are some people really willing to drop shit here. Some people willing to drop size here. Now we're back to the low of the day. Also the RTH low, like in the 39s ish. So let's see. Can we blast through? We probably can, and then this probably goes. Like this could go really fast here. We don't have any volume here really traded, so this can just go in one block drop, which it probably will if this guy here. We have some big sellers here willing to drop like a shit ton of orders. So if he decides to drop below 40, like I think this really just goes. But right now we're still stalling at 40. We held at 40 previously. So not gonna short 40 here unless we see something that's telling us to really short this. Now we do see some more big selling into the 39.75s. Getting more and more bearish here. This does look like a break now to me more and more. Kind of thinking about placing a buy stop order, buy sell order at 38.50 or something. Wouldn't have gotten it now anyways. Okay, 30 hole held again. But I'm scared to long this here or chase this or long this at any point because of this big guy. There's just one very big seller, like he dropped over 1,000 lots here somewhere in the 35s here for up till 33s. So he could still be dropping at any moment, and he's probably gonna either defend his position or whatever. Like, not interested here in longs unless I see a clear change here. Although this does look like it wants to go higher for now. Like, we do see some bigger buyer, we do see a strong bid. Now bid is pulling again. Should come to 45 here, really. But I'm not long, just I don't want to eat the full stop on a block drop. And I do think the short block drop is here still very likely. At least more likely than a block drop to the long side. I don't see anyone block dropping to the long side here. The offer is stronger in general than the bid. Now we're selling off here again for 33s. So we did come up to 33.75. Probably now he has all this size in to break this. So now I do consider shorting this on the break. I do need to see it break though. Now we're coming up to 33s again. Some big boys selling here in the 40s as well earlier. So I do think like we should be going down here. Still trading the 33s here. Don't consider this being a break here yet. This is just on mid-size, small size. Also not a strong bid here. The bid is just weak and it's falling in all the time. So I'm not looking for a long here or a break or anything like that. I do need to see a stronger bid. I mean, the offer's also pulling, so don't get me wrong, the offer's starting to get a little bit weaker as well here. Some more aggressive buying here as well. But still, like, unless we really see a change here, I'm not taking the break here. Now we do see some bigger buying here. Now we could possibly long this here for the break. The problem is like 45 is another obstacle, so longing the break of 43 has really not that much upside because 45 is already the next obstacle here. So you're gonna see it, even if it breaks the 43s, you're gonna see it juggle around here a bit. Maybe see it come back down to 42.50 one more time before it finally can break. Now we see the bit getting stronger here. I do like this. And it's falling back in. some big buying here, but it's starting to hold here though. Maybe should have. I'm late to the trade. Kinda hesitant here. I'm kinda actually really hesitant today. Like, I don't like this. Could have taken this long here. All this aggressive buying. Can we hold the 45s here? Still kinda hesitant here, not wanting to jump the trigger. Thing is, it does look like it wants to go up. If you look on the order flow, it should go up harder. Like, I don't have a good feeling about this. This shouldn't all just be stuck here and keep on falling back in. We have so many big buyers here, honestly. So maybe now short here of a 45. Mm. Really thinking about shorting it here. Ooh. I have some more volatility come in. The order book is also thinning. Like, I probably am gonna stay a little bit on the sideline for a second here. We might have some sort of news or someone speaking or anything like this, because the order book is kind of thin here. That's also the beautiful thing if you're like trading the dominant order flow. You always see news coming. Now the order book is getting thicker, at least at some prices. Now we're just ripping higher here. Do fall back in. Heavy selling here. I want to be very careful with my next trade here. No clean sign yet. Like today I'm taking way less trades than you usually do, but it's fine. Not everything is fine about it because I'm a little bit more hesitant as well on setups I should be taking, but I kind of said to myself, okay, I'm like taking way too many trades all the time. I need to become a little bit more picky. So yeah, kind of want to take the best. So the 51.50 here, which we had earlier, like sold off hard again. Pretty much sold off hard twice now. So let's see where we go. Probably let's see if we can hold 45s here. Do we see it hold? I do. Strong bid here as well. Shooting. Probably. I didn't want to take this trade here. I really didn't. Like, I misclicked. Come take me out. Yeah, nice. Ooh! I wanted to adjust my DOM and delete the footprint, but I pressed the wrong I pressed the wrong hotkey here. It could have ended bad. See some heavy buying here. Resetting the footprint here. That's what I wanted to do earlier, really. Like more heavy buying here. Now heavy selling back down to 48. 48 was where this heavy buyer hit. So he's holding above 48 here. Immediately get rejected here as well. Going down fast here once again. This range is tricky here. Bit strong though here. The bid is not just falling in anymore like it used to do earlier. To see some aggressive selling now, we cleaned this. Okay, once again. 36s. Ooh. another block drop. That's what's these block drops here, since I've not noticed them like all day right now. Like there are some people like block dropping here the high 40s all the time. And that's why I'm like scared of longing for breakouts, or in general longing here. They really seem to want to block drop here. And the block drop all the way into the 45s here. More like you see, like this is not good if you want if you're a bear bull. Still would not be really interested here in longs. Now this could be considered a bottom tick here. We did have some aggressive buying here. Now, finally. But I still wouldn't trust it 100%. Like it needs to break 45 here again. Like here. This low node. Here we have a skip price. Unless it doesn't break this, like I'm not turning bullish here. Anyway, soon. Let's see if we can break it. Like 44.75 is really. If you want a short, like maybe like 44.50, but I would love to see first a reaction of a 44.75 in order to confirm any direction here for me, because it could just blow out here as well. Doesn't seem it's doing it like right now, but still, like, practicing patience here. Oh, it's coming up fast though, like it really is, like it's coming up fast. Like once bottom ticks, we shoot back up fast, which is not the best sign for bears, like that they want to take this higher. But unless we break 45.75 here, I'm not turning bullish either. But I do think if we manage to break this here, I do expect pullbacks to be met by buyers. Now we can't really, like we're coming all the time just one tick below here. Now we're hanging out the lows, we're having big sellers sit here. And we're at the 40s again. Like the low of the day was 39.25. I kinda low-key do expect them to take it out now. Like this is the third attempt. I do really think they wanna take it out and at least take the stops here of people. No matter if they wanna go higher or lower. Also if they wanna return here and go higher, or if they wanna keep on going lower, to expect them to take it out here really. Still one tick shy. Won't long it yet. Would love to see them take out this low here. Seems like they can't. So there are some people seems like to be really interested here in buying this low. Now maybe. Now they broke it. Okay, now they took out this low. took it out on pretty big bar, pretty big selling volume here. So I'm not looking too long this year. We do see some bigger buyers come back in, but since they took it out on big selling, like yeah, I do think we want to go a little bit lower here. Now they're struggling though. So the 40.75 here is the next low node here, which unless broken to the upside, I do still consider this going lower here. Do think they really want to break here. We do see some strong absorption here, like limit buying is strong here near the lows. They're struggling, like they're really struggling, like sellers are struggling here. Unless they're really block dropping here, I don't think they're gonna get this down. Now even just one. It seems like they can't. I'm actually long in here, trying to get a long fill. 39.50 here. Just my stop though. Not willing to risk a full stop here. But I could see this holding here. As long as they're not block dropping, I think it's holding. Yeah. Do wanna move my stop in here to break even +1. I'm gonna make this a pretty optimistic trade here, but just in case it goes like I'm not liking this anymore. That's a good one, so all good. Up a bit more for the day. Should have maybe kept it on even, like, I don't know. I wanted to lock in that profit, to be honest. Maybe not the best pull of the trade. But I did think we're gonna get another test here, at least to 40.50. And maybe a spike to my entry. They really didn't want to take a loser on it. So I was fine with taking this profit here. So let's see what happens now. Like, are we breaking it or not? Seems to hold well here. So the lows seem more that I don't like to see this fall back in here. The bid really pulled here. Like, you don't really want to see the bid pulling that much. Now this looks like it wants to break here. Do we still have this same strong absorption which we had earlier here? Still, yeah, we still have strong limit buying. Yeah, still have it. Ah, shit. Maybe I could have. Should have. Could have. Should have. Would have. Always the same in trading. Like. Always the same when you say could have, should have, would have, but yeah. Also, like usually when you have a down day, this time of day, like 1:40, as 1 hour to 1 hour to 30 minutes till 45 minutes into the session, this is usually when you like to see a turnaround. Okay, so it would make sense here for the market to turn around. So they did take out the low here. They grabbed all the liquidity sitting below, and now they're just going higher. Does make sense if you like look at everything. Would make sense for it to return here a little bit higher. Next stop, probably if we go higher, for now the 51s here. Here, like first we need to go through 45 here, which has a skip price, which has low volume here. So we really need to go through 45, which is kind of big of a resistance here to see some strong buying. So it should be, yeah, still struggling here, the 45s. But it's not pulling back, so I consider this probably wants to go, because we traded the 45s and now we're not falling back in, but we are holding at around the 45. So I do think this wants to go. Not good enough for me to long here, but I do see this going probably to 47.50 next. Reason I don't long this here, because I don't have a clear point where I'm wrong. So if I would long this here, my real point where I'm wrong is here at 42.25s here, but I'm not willing to risk up to 42.25 here. Really, like, not willing that much. Also, if you look on the 30-second chart here, wait a second, we see strong selling. This could have been also like just if you see this high here, and we just traded above. Okay, so we took out all the stops of who have the stops here. Okay, the buy stops here, we took them out, filled the stops, and now we're going lower. So that's another reason, like, you don't want to long this here. Now we're back going down to the lows. You always, so for me, what I also like to do is always like try to think, man, obviously most of it is based off order flow and of the bell curve system. But what I also like to look at is price action, okay, on my 30-second chart, on my 4000 tick chart, and just to get an idea where the people might have their stops, okay. So where the retail trader might have their stops. So obviously above here they have their stops, so they take it up here and then to take it down further. Now we do see some big volume coming here. Now we break here this low. Come back up fast though on big buying volume. Back to 40. Not longing here though, not shorting either. Like, I don't want to short against those big players. But I also don't like to, I don't like to short against those big buyers. But I also don't like to long, because we just broken the low of day, okay. And this is pretty much the first pullback here to the low of day. So it could go lower. So this is for me like neither direction really a good setup. Now though again at 98, like here the bid around 98 is very strong now. It's getting weaker. Now the bid is gone. Not as this goes. This goes probably till low of day. The bid. The aggressive buying though is not to be undervalued, and the offer's not that strong here. So for now the offer is not so strong. So the limit offer selling is here. So because every time you see big buyers step in, they just push price up a point or 1.5 points. That's the reason I don't really want to short it here yet. Because like, yeah, we have too weak of an offer here. Obviously don't want to release really long it here. Because we still like, just because we broke this low and also like the bid earlier here in the 39s, the bid was so strong when we came back here earlier. Now the bid is not so strong anymore. The bid is still taking some orders. Now it's getting stronger again. So now I'm potentially interested in a long here. Trying to long this. Don't want to see it come too far back against me though. This is struggling too much at 40. Trying to get out here. For a tick. Got out for a tick. It struggled too much for me at 40 than to stay in this trade here. Should have ripped more, like for me to stay in this trade. And the way it struggled, it just wasn't looking good. Good thing I got out. Now we're like sitting in the red here. Would be sitting in the red here. What I try to switch up to do now, like for today, like if I can, so if I think like I'm still also get a +1 tick instead of a break even, I'm considering like trying to get this +1 tick instead of the break even, because I do end up paying a lot in commissions every day, because I do take a lot of trades every day. And if I get out that break even +1, like this adds up in the overall. Now we're again approaching the lows. Aggressive buying here. No, so aggressive bottom tick buying here. Potential long here again. Honestly, I'm just scared of a block drop here and to take out the overnight low. But that shouldn't be a reason not to take the trade, in my opinion. But yeah, a little bit scared today. Probably should have longed here. Was looking good here. Was really looking good. I have some more aggressive buying here. Also the bid is finally stronger. Selling is just really not getting the price down anymore. Trying to get a long fill here. So the selling is like really struggling here to get the price lower. I do think we're gonna see a rip here higher. I'm out here. Just taking some, okay. Good one. Probably gonna go a little bit further, but yeah. I'm fine with this. The entry was a little bit late, so that's why I pulled it a little bit early. Didn't want to watch it come back against me here. I should have probably stayed in it. Anyways, it's fine, I guess. Like, fuck. That's always painful. Like if you see it then rip when you're out, but it's fine. It's fine. Like I was in it a little bit late. Should have entered like here around 1939s when I first saw the strong bid and the strong buying. But I was a little bit hesitant. So I waited too long and actually to enter, so I entered only just above 40, which entering just above 40 was then a little bit late here. So I wasn't as confident in holding this trade longer and just taking my small scalp as profit here. Right now, this is still looking very bullish to me. Like as long as we don't break 42.25s here, this is a low node here. As long as we don't really break below this I still consider this bullish. Now we did trade some volume below it, but this isn't considered broken. Like this was just one touch, okay? This is not broken for me. Or that when I say like something needs to be broken, it really needs to, okay, and then pull back to it slowly. So right now I still consider this bullish. So 42.25 is my level I'm looking at right now. Now we're ripping again. Maybe could have entered here 42.25, but hard to tell. Like we do see a lot of aggressive buying here near the highs. But this is already the third leg up here, okay? Like if you're looking just in the 30 seconds, so this is already the third leg up. So I do think we're kind of late to the party if we're long this year. And 45, with 45 being such a big resistance here. I mean, it can just blow out, obviously. It does now, okay. Like, Jesus. Yeah, probably not. Not my best decision making so far today. But I'm up in the green, taking it safe, so all good. Now can we hold on a pullback to 45 here? Seems like we can. Oh, now we see some big selling come in for the first time, really. Like big sellers step in here again. Like all the way up here now, you had some big selling here, but not much. So now the first time, like really big sellers step back in, just below 45, just again, just above this high from previous. Okay. Probably a lot of people stuck once again. So we could see a nice rotation back down here at this point. More big selling, but the bid is strong here. The bid is very strong. So I'm considering longing this here. Retest is the bid strong. Does it keep on being strong here? No. Okay. We have so much big selling here, but they are barely getting the price down. So like the limit buying is very strong here. We do have some sort of weak bottom here, two-legged pullback as well. I could consider this maybe along here. But I'm still waiting here a little bit. For me, the selling is still too aggressive and too big in order to long this. Also, like previously mentioned, we did just take out this other high, okay? So big sellers might have accumulated here and stopped out some retail players and wanna push it down now a little bit lower. Maybe those who had a buy stop here, get them out of their positions and stuff like this. So We did all the 33s here. We're going down hard now, but not the big selling volume is drying out. It's just mid-size. But it's a lot of mid-size. So don't get me wrong, it's a lot of mid-size, but at least no block drops. And the biggest bid is kind of getting weaker here. So let's watch what happens at 30. So we're now at 40 again. We did break out from 40 earlier, so. Ooh, like this is big. Like now we do see. Oh, Jesus. Maybe should have jumped this. This was so extended already. Wow, feeling the FOMO right now here. Really want to jump this. I'm waiting. Yeah, good thing I waited. Now what happens at 43 here ish? Do we see it hold here? No, it just falls through. That's so important that you don't FOMO into trades. Like this was, I was feeling the FOMO here, but being patient pays always. Now back to 42.50 here. Still do see some big selling here. Our volatility is really picking up again. I do like this. Like I really do. Like the last few weeks or actually months, like the last 1.5 months, the volatility was so bad on the ES. Like it was so difficult to trade. Now the volatility is really getting back in here. Like it feels a lot different. Like so much better. Feels really good. But I'm just not so used to it right now. So like for the last couple weeks, months, trading this low volatility environment here. But now it's coming back in. At least it feels to me like it. I don't know if I'm. What's about you guys? Like anyone here in the stream or in the chat? Do you also feel like there's more volatility back in play? Does seem like it to me, to be honest. Like I don't know. Maybe it's also just because I had the day off of trading yesterday, so I had some personal stuff to take care of yesterday. So I took a day off trading. Maybe that's also why it feels more tense today with the day off, But I don't know. Not necessarily more volume, but just more volatility. We are chopping around in a range here, but this range is a bigger, like these are 5-point ranges. And yeah, in the last couple of days or weeks or months, when we had ranges, it were like 1.5-point ranges. Like you could barely trade them. And now it's like, it's really nice. It's volatility is good. Hello. Like I really do like it. 42.25 here is for me like right now where it wants to hold. Is het? Goed. Nou, kan het. Nou, 0. Oh yeah. Don't trust it yet though.
Hallo. Wieso unterschiedlich?
Was? I don't trust the breakout yet though. I'm still trying to be patient here. Now I do see a strong bid near the high. I'm hitting this. Don't like it. Shit. Cutting it for a smaller loss here. Maybe could have stayed or taken a break even here, but I probably should have stayed in it. Didn't like how it fell against me here. Again, the bid is holding here. It does really looks like it wants to break. Hitting it again here. Hitting this actually on 2 lots. Taking off 1 here. Taking off the second here. Too early, like especially the first lot was taken off too early here. Not executed properly here. Have some big buying here still. Shit, man. Review this trade like here. Why did I cut it? Yeah, it was bad. I did see this break. Holy fuck. I took it on 2 lots. Why did I take off the first lot so soon? And then even worse, the second lot, like, should have just kept on running here. Like, that was kind of bad here from my part. Jesus. Here I should have just kept my runner, to be honest. Did look very juicy for the breakout here. Could have probably added here, like we did get this breakout candle. 33. Yeah. kinda mad at myself right now. I mean, it's fine, I guess. But really no need like to take off this trade, especially the runner. Especially the runner position. Shouldn't have taken it off here. Also, like, shouldn't have cut this probably at break even here either. Like, how far did it come back down? Probably should have just left this on here. How far did it come down? 30, 75, yeah. Anyways, happens. Not gonna get all the key executions right here, but struggling at 50 now. Once again, like 50s has always been like here, like 51, 51. Ooh, now something has changed. I really do want to break this, in my opinion. Like the volume that was absorbed down here. Still waiting for bigger buyers to come in here. But it does seem like they want to break this. Ooh, yeah. Still being patient here. Because overall, each time we came up here, we got rejected hard today. We're at the very top of the range. So you do want to be careful here with longing the top. But the bid is just getting strong as fuck here. Ah! Shit. Like, I really didn't mean to. Ah. I didn't. This was entered with a hotkey on the spike, so, like, very bad. Ah. Gotta be careful with those hotkeys. Let's see, we did break through here. So that's what you usually don't like to see. Where did I have a skipped price here? If you want to really be a bull here, like, you shouldn't have seen this come back below 51s here, really. But we do see it accumulate here above. So trying to long this here. Didn't like the way it popped back down here. Yeah, good thing you got out here. Didn't like it, loud. Don't want to see that breakout. I do like to see the strong bid here. Strong bid here is giving me some confidence, like maybe I should try this another time here. But overall, like if we break below here, like this goes fast. That's what I was scared of here. So like I kinda still like this trade, don't get me wrong here. This could still be a pullback, but for all this size, like, and again, like we poked above these highs, we accumulated here or distributed, whatever you wanna call it, like we stalled above here and then we fell back in, so yeah. I don't really wanna see that, like this is a big breakout, you wouldn't want to see this fall back in here, like below these highs really. It's kinda iffy. Obviously you don't want to short it either because you know, hard to tell. Like 50 is crucial now. Let's see what happens at 50. We do see big sellers at 50 sitting. It seems like they want to get it down here, but the bid is getting stronger and stronger here, and as long as I see a strong bid, hard to short here. This was not real. Like this push higher towards 50, I don't consider real because we didn't have big buyers here. This was just all for pulling and some mid-size and small size buying. So I don't wanna go long here. Like this is not the real breakout for me. Now we do see some big buyers here. Now I'm thinking about maybe longing this. But still would love to see a strong bid first, because I don't want to see this fall back against me. So I really need a strong bid, just as a little bit protection here, so I can get out at break even if I'm wrong. But if the bid is weak, like it's hard to long. Bid is not strong here. Like this is clearing on 60 contracts. 50, 100. Okay, now the bid is getting a little bit stronger here. So I might consider longing here. Now it's getting weaker again. So still kind of hesitant here. Still waiting. I want to see a strong bid here first. If I see a strong bid and like some aggressive buying, I'm long. But before that, I'll wait. I'd rather wait. Stay on the sideline. Patient pace, okay. Trading patience pace. A bid is strong here, so we have one check in our favor. Like the bid is strong here, just below 50 for now. We don't have any aggressive buying yet on size, just mid size and small size buying. So now we have big size buying. I like this long. Hope to get a fill here. Trades my price, doesn't fill me yet. Now it fills me. Don't like the way this comes against me here. Really don't. I'm out here for a small loss. Maybe could have stayed, but can always re-enter here. Didn't like how fast it went against me here. Could consider this a bottom tick here. Should maybe give him this trade a little bit more room here. Or just let it play out here. Now we see the buying come back in. Bit is strong here. Longing here for a potential break of the highs. Don't like the strong offer here. Let's see if the strong offer is still here. If it's still here, I'm out here. Does seem like it's still. So 2 losses here. Fine, I guess. So this loss was really not fine. Like, should have probably held this. This was okay, I guess. Like, taking this loss here was okay. We've gotten stopped out here. So the 51 was always the top here, like 51.75. Yeah, that was dumb. That was a dumb long, actually. It was very dumb. Let's see if we. So we did come down to 48.50 here. Aggressive buying though for bowling. Does look decent. Still does look decent for long for me. As long as we don't see big selling here, I'm fine with this. Gonna move this just in case. Probably not gonna hold it that long anyways, but just in case we rip here. 51.50-ish is the first obstacle here. Now we do see it going, here. 51s. Can we break it? Yeah, no. Odd. Ah! Ja, wat? Hoe zag die come aus? Ist aus. Weiß ich nicht. War nicht mal lang. Nicht mal lang. Ja. So back is here. So sorry. Girlfriend needed to go by. We came to 52.50 here. Could have maybe held it a little bit longer here. 51.50 was probably not the best exit. Oh no, fine. Thanks, man. Yeah, it's okay, I guess. I had some bad trades as well today, so yeah. Especially mad at the winners, which I didn't hold. Like for example, this trade right now was good entry here. Should have held it. Yeah. But anyways, it is what it is. You can never know. It does look to me like it finally wants to break here. Can it hold the 52s here? Selling's trying out here. Trying to get along here. Near the highs. Ah. No longer like this long. Didn't like it for a reason it didn't pop. Okay, so I wanted to be in it for the pop of the high, but since it didn't pop, like I didn't no longer like it here. Because in order for this to go higher, it needs to pop on the high and not just stall here. Oh, this is some interesting here. We had some big absorption here on the buy side. Oh, so like big size hit into it, so hmm. It's not popping on the highs, so that's what I don't like. Like I don't like this for a breakout since it's not popping. It should be popping on big buying, but it's not. Like, and we have some big sellers interested here, but I also don't like for the breakout. So a couple of things against me here for in order to take this breakout. Not a big. I do like the bid, so the bid's very strong. I do like that. Now we popped. Now I do like that, okay. Ah! Too slow. Bid is stepping up here once again. The bid is accumulating here. Just too slow. Like, need to enter market on those. Don't get the fills here. Don't like the rejection here. Still looks solid here. Honestly, like now we do see finally some big sellers coming. Should have taken these breakouts here. Didn't get filled like 2 or 3 times, so it's kind of tilting. Like when you want to take them, but you just don't get the fill. It's kind of annoying. Or it can be annoying at least. Like right now, where can we see it pull back to like 43.50 really? If we want to continue up, like we don't want to really see it fall below 43.50 if we want to see a continuation here. Coming down pretty fast though, like the bid is not so strong here. Now the bid is stepping up again. Bid is getting stronger here. But heavy selling here. The bid's strong, but we do have heavy selling. That's kind of two-way here. Don't trust it yet. Like there's too little big size buying here going on. I don't trust this going higher. I do like the strong bid. The bid is strong, but I would love to see more big size buying on this pushes up. This pushes up, but just on mid size and small size. Don't trust them so much. Also, we did theoretically on the 32nd make a. Oh, Jesus. Now we did finally see some bigger buyers here. Now I might be interested here. Now I'm interested. 36s, 56s for long here. Come on, please fail me. Like, thank you. And now I hope it goes. I should just rip. I don't want to see it fall back in here like this. Don't like this here. Hmm. Nah. Should have stayed in the trade here. Really. Like my execution today is like bad. Pulling way too many trades. Oh. I think I'm gonna call it for the day. Like, not having the best execution here. Like, especially now, like, this trade, okay, breaking even on this trade was okay, like, buy, sell, yeah, like taking a one stop loss on this was okay. Then here on this trade, where it really went, I shouldn't have taken profit here. Like I should have even added maybe, or at least let it hit my take profit. Now we're just grinding up. Now here was finally another good breakout opportunity, and once again I was too impatient and just to break even on it instead of just letting it go and play out. What if it might take profit as well? So yeah, overall I gotta say, like, not the best day when it comes to my execution. Today we finally had lots of opportunities again. I gotta say this, like, today finally was a day with plenty of good opportunities. Some volatility finally coming back in. I hope it stays that way. Should have capitalized more on today, but I didn't, which is okay. Still in green for the day. This also puts me in green for the week. Was a little bit down for the week, like 30 or 40 bucks. Now I'm up for the week, which is great. Obviously, also because I haven't been trading yesterday. Now I'm up for the week. With only having tomorrow left. So that's good. That's positive. Gotta embrace the positive things here. But I'm not gonna keep trading now because I think, like, I'm kind of make too many executional errors at this point, and I'm also already pretty late into my session. Yeah, bitte. So yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Like always, I appreciate it. Now we are up to 5. To I think at the most we were up like eight people here in the stream. I really do appreciate it. Makes me super happy. Like I don't know. Like it's just I enjoy it. I enjoy it. I enjoy streaming. I enjoy making content. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll always respond in Discord. And yeah, have a nice day. Have a nice week. See you guys tomorrow in stream. Or like if you want, like, come in my Discord. Like, you can ask me anything. I'm also very active in FatCat's Discord. If you know me, you know, like, most of my trading style comes from FatCat. He has a great YouTube channel. Check his content out as well. He's awesome. And have a nice day. Have a nice week. And I'm gonna enjoy some lunch now. See you guys tomorrow. Out.